Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour or so, we are going to be learning collocations in English. Those are words that go together, commonly grouped together. Maybe some adverbs and adjectives, adjectives and nouns, things of that nature that are commonly spoken in everyday communication. We may even look at a few idioms or expressions. Our focus in learning this type of vocabulary today will be relationships, personal relationships, romantic relationships, familial, family relationships, work relationships, and the like. Okay, so that's the plan. We're gonna read some excerpts. Well, while we'll directly look at collocations, we'll read a little love story as well today, la-di-da, and pick out the collocations and discuss them as we go along, and then we'll do a few exercises. Okay, so all right, Anna, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, teacher. Good morning.
Thank you.
How are you?
Okay, it's quite cold and rainy here, so I'm fine, but I feel like maybe some hot cocoa and a blanket and a pillow.
Yes, of course.
That's what I feel like doing, but you know.
we can use a blanket because we are boiling 47 degrees every day.
Oh my God.
Yes. This I don't know how to say that. At night I can't sleep.
Yeah, you're having a heat wave.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so there you are. You're having 40 what? 47?
47 degree.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I live in the tropics. I'm currently living in the Philippines, and it's 20 degrees here and raining really hard.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway, okay, let me welcome some others to the class. Kadir, hello again. Good to see you again.
Hello, good to see you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the
Yes,
class. Let me also welcome Ahmed. Hi,
Hello.
Ahmed. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Great. Welcome to the class. Sun has joined us again. Hi, Sun.
Yeah, hello, teacher. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome back.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, thanks.
Hi. And Sasha, goodbye. I mean, hello. I mean, goodbye. All right. He just BRB'd me. Be right back. Okay. All right. See you. Talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Let's go. All right. We're going to start off just reading some collocations that are related to friendship. I'm going to do a little screen share here, and there we go. We'll get started. Just talking about these. Anna, the first one, the collocation is to make friends.
Okay.
Read the example.
Make friends. When you go to university, you will make a lot of new friends. No find friends, a common student error.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, that is a very common student error. And it reminds me of another common student error. So, and that is when people say, you know, they entered my class, for example, and maybe it's a student who has been in 20 classes before. They'll say, "Hi, teacher, nice to meet you." And I say, "What? I have met you before." When you meet somebody once, okay, and after that, don't use the verb meet. Speaking of relationships, in the beginning of relationships, you only meet somebody once. So you only say nice to meet you once. After that, nice to see you, or how are you, or whatever. Many other appropriate ways to greet, but don't say nice to meet you again after the first time. Okay.
Okay.
You make friends, you don't find friends. We
Yes.
just don't say find friends. Are there any other ways to say make friends, Anna?
No.
Good answer. It was a trick question. You know me too
Yes,
well.
I see, I see.
Yeah, this is a very strong collocation. And basically, when we talk about this topic, we always use this collocation. So, yes, good for you. That was a little bit of a trick question. Okay. Hello, Nadir. Welcome to the class.
Thank you. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Great. How was your Ramadan? It's ending.
Now, actually, it's the first day of the feast.
There. Okay.
Ramadan ended yesterday.
Okay. All right. So I hope that you had a nice holiday and you have a nice. What is it? I dare.
The feast.
I dare. Right.
Sorry.
Yes. What is it called? I dare. I dare.
Eid al-Fitr.
Eid al-Fitr. Okay.
Eid al-Fitr, it's the feast of breakfast.
Okay. Great. Well, I hope you have a good one, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Let's look at some more of these collocations. Kadir. Kadir.
Yes, I am here.
Strike up a friendship. Okay.
Strike up a friendship. Jack struck up a friendship with a girl he met on holiday. Start a friendship.
Right. Kadir, is there anything you can strike up? Another collocation? Strike up, what?
Strike up, past form of strike, right?
Struck is past form of strike. That is correct. That's right. You can strike up a friendship. What else can you strike up?
What else?
Yeah. I'm wondering if you know another common collocation.
I'm not sure. Maybe may I strike up a membership?
No. I was kind of fishing for strike up a conversation. You can definitely use very strong collocation, strike up a conversation, start a conversation.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for. But yeah, both of those are quite strong. Okay.
May I strike up an argument?
Good question. It's a very good question. No, we don't use it. We only use this phrasal verb, two-word verb, strike up. You strike up something positive. We don't use it for negative things like an argument. You don't strike up a rivalry, for example. You don't strike up an argument. That's a very good question, but no. You can, however, start a friendship. It's okay to talk about. He started this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. This is the start of we started our friendship when we were in university. That's fine.
And may I strike up a brotherhood? Brotherhood,
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well,
because they are positive.
Yeah, I know. But I've never. I have to think about it because I've never heard it before. So obviously it's not exactly a strong collocation. I don't think so. Yeah, first of all, a brotherhood is a noun that describes the relationship, but we don't even say I started a brotherhood. That doesn't really make sense in English because of the meaning of brotherhood is some kind of group with very strong bonds.
Okay.
It's like a group of friends, but stronger than friends. So it doesn't really, you can't start a group. Forget, you can't strike up a group. I can't strike up a club. Brotherhood is closer to the word club, you know, like an organized group. So that wouldn't work either. So no. But
Okay.
it made me think there. I had to think about that one. It almost works, but not quite. Ahmed, form or develop a friendship. Can you read this
Okay.
example?
Juliet formed a lasting friendship with the boy she sat next to at primary school.
Right. Okay. So when you're talking about the time element, taking time to become friends, okay, then this is what you use. Form or develop. The idea, the emphasis is on it took time. That's why we say this. What else can you co-locate with form or develop? Very much related to our lesson. Do you know another noun other than friendship?
Um,
You can form or develop.
form.
No?
I don't remember
Okay,
any of
it's
them.
quite okay. All right, you can form or develop a relationship. You can form or
Okay.
develop a romantic relationship. You can form or develop a business relationship, a working relationship. Okay, so any of those. The idea that it takes a little time to build any, friendship is just another type of relationship. So it takes time to really build. You can also build a relationship. You can build a friendship too. So that's another word that co-locates. Just we don't say, "Oh, I made a friendship." You can make a friend, but you can't make a friendship.
Okay.
All right. So that's careful. You have to be a little careful of that. Son. Okay, cement or spoil a friendship. Can you read the example here?
Yeah. Spending several weeks on holiday together has cemented their friendship.
Okay. And we can see here cement is to strengthen, and spoil is obvious, is negative, have a bad effect. Okay. And again, much like the previous co-location, you can also cement a business relationship, for example, with a 10-year contract. The 10-year contract cemented their business relationship. Okay, that's possible. Okay, this is also a very strong co-location. We normally wouldn't say, okay, their month in India together strengthened their friendship. Yeah, we can say it. We do say it, but we tend to use cemented their friendship more often. Nader, cement their marriage. Now that's interesting. See, we very frequently co-locate cement with friendship, but we much more would co-locate strengthen with marriage. That's a very good question, but I don't know why, but we don't say cement their marriage. We never say that. However, strengthen their marriage is very common. Even spoil their marriage is also very common. Or ruin. It ruined their marriage, ruined their friendship. By the way, there's another verb that should be here. Something can ruin your relationship. Okay. Sasha. devastated their, yeah, friendship, marriage, relationship. Absolutely, that would work. Sasha, a friendship grows.
Friendship grows. We were at school together, but our friendship grew after we had left school.
Okay.
Grow, get stronger.
All right. Do you know? And yeah, go ahead. Comment or question.
I have a question. Can I?
Yeah.
But I suppose I can use get and become in this case instead of grew. Grow.
Our friendship. What?
Getting stronger, for instance.
Our got
Got
stronger,
or maybe
is
become
getting
stronger.
stronger. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank
you could say our friendship is getting stronger. Sure. Or our friendship got stronger after our month in India together. Yes, you could certainly say that.
Become. Sorry.
Became
Yeah,
stronger.
became. Yes.
Yes.
As well.
Yes, well. Yes, that will work. It's just fine.
Okay.
What about going the other way? What if you were friends at school and then not? Do you know there's a couple of phrases that we commonly use?
Yes. First, I learned recently with fall phrasal verb. I guess fall out. I think. Or maybe might be different, but sounds like
Yes.
fall out.
Um,
Lose contact, something like that.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes, you can say they had a falling out as a noun form, or they fell out with each other would be common. Yes, that means they had a big argument and they are no longer friendly with each other. Right, that's quite a strong one. A little weaker, okay. You could say two people within a relationship grew apart. Oh, we grew apart. Maybe, and this could be a romantic relationship as well. Well, or friends. We kind of grew apart. That means there was no big argument. It wasn't. It was just your personality started changing and your interests were different. That's it. Nothing really directly responsible. And then another one that we might use is we drifted. Okay, we drifted apart after we graduated university. That has more to do with the idea that you just had no time, or you were in separate cities, or one of you moved to another country or something like that. You drift apart with probably you all have drifted apart from some of your friends in high school, for example. Not that you're actively angry with them or anything of the sort, you just don't have the time or the opportunity to spend time with them. Okay. All right. Okay, Nadir, let's talk about close friends. Okay. Okay. There's a lot to talk about here. Can you read the example, first of all?
I'm glad that our children are such close friends, aren't you? Mutual friends, and that you share with someone else.
Right. So a mutual friend is someone that's, okay, me and Bob are friends, and Alan is both of our friends. Okay, he's a mutual friend. That's it. Okay. Close friends, of course, friends is relative. Close friends are obviously friends. What do we mean by close, by the way? Close, what does that mean?
They have a strong relationship.
Strong, yes. Emotional bonds, probably. Deep trust, shared experience, all of that. Right. Of course, you can be close with your family. You can be close with coworkers. You can be close with anybody. I'm really
relatives.
relatives. Close relatives actually has two meanings. Well, could have two possible meanings. Could mean that you're close emotionally, or it could mean that they are not, like your second cousin is a distant relative, but your sister is your close relative, like that. So there's two possible meanings if you co-locate that with relative. You got to put it into. Be careful about putting it in the right context to get your meaning right. Now, okay, this other one here makes me laugh a little. Okay, Nader, what if I say Mary and Paul are special friends?
Special friends, maybe it depends on your intention.
Yeah, not really. Doesn't really matter how I say it. I'm intimating something, of course.
You're intimating a special relationship.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm probably intimating, I'm at least intimating a romantic relationship. I'm probably intimating a physical relationship. Oh, that's his special friend. Oh, I see. Okay. Without saying it, all right, directly, you're intimating it. Okay. Now, what are other ways to say close friends?
Intimates?
Yeah, okay. Yes. Intimates, that's much more formal. Absolutely.
Or teammates?
Teammates, not necessarily. There's no real. You can hate your teammate, frankly. So it doesn't really say anything about closeness. No. All right. Can you think of any others?
No.
Okay. Well, they're buddies. That's his buddy. Hey, you and your buddy, come over here.
But buddies for men?
Sorry?
Buddies for men?
Yeah, that's a good question too. You know, it seems to always be used for men, but I think it's perfectly fine for women as well. I just rarely hear women use it. They're welcome too. It would make sense. Oh my gosh, Sasha, yes. BFF. Sasha, okay. Since you brought it up, what is BFF?
Best friends forever.
Yeah. So cute. Yeah.
Women and men.
From both women and men, yeah. But here's one that's used more often for women. It's a little bit cheesy, if I can say that. Oh, soft, cuddly puppies, and all right. It's just a little bit cheesy. So men don't tend to use it, but more often women. Men say buddies. Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my best buddy. Often co-locates. Or my Australian friends say best mate. Oh, right, he's my best mate.
Mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
British are using this mate.
What's that?
British are using this mate all the time.
Yes, they are. Right, mate. Yes, they are. And you haven't seen anything until you talk to an Australian, because they use it every other sentence.
And indeed.
What's that?
Indeed. They are using indeed all the time. Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, indeed, they do. Yes, indeed, they do, mate. Yeah, true. Okay, best buddies, pal. We've been pals for years. Pal, it's slang, but it definitely suggests that you're very good friends and you're close. Buddies, same thing. Right. I'm not sure. I'm not British, so I'm not sure how really close mates are. I don't know. I don't really know. But Americans like to use pals or buddies, and that's definitely talking about a close friend. Okay, Anna, let's
Ye-
talk
yes,
about a casual acquaintance.
yes, casual acquaintance. I don't know, wrote well. We are just casual acquaintances. Someone you know a little.
Okay, well, here we are again with it is a strong collocation with the adjective casual and then the noun acquaintance, which is just a little bit redundant because the meaning of acquaintance is someone you don't know that well. You know their name, all right? To simplify what an acquaintance is, somebody whose name you know, but you're not in any way close to them. You've never been to their house, or you know, you're just not exactly best buddies. Okay. I do want to add something. In English-speaking culture, in business, be careful how you introduce people and pay attention how others are introduced to you. Because if someone is introduced to you as an acquaintance, the person who's introducing is telling you, I can't vouch for this person. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they can be trusted. Don't blame me if you make a deal with this person and then things turn out badly. I in no way endorse this person. It is subtle, okay? It is not really ever talked about, but it is there. There's an underlying idea that not good or bad, it's very neutral. It's just
Yes.
neutral, okay? However, if you're in business and you introduce somebody as a friend, on the other hand, that's a very strong recommendation.
Okay.
It means that you emotionally trust them. That's what you're telling the person you're introducing them to. Somewhere in the middle, of course, are colleagues and coworkers. What's the difference, Anna, between a colleague and a coworker?
In my opinion, is the same. Colleague and coworker. They are
Okay.
the same. The same.
Okay. Now, Anna, a Brit would probably agree with you. Okay. They do consider them the same. There's a slight difference for Americans. Okay. For an American, okay, my last job before I worked online, I was working in an academy, all right, a school, a private school. And my colleagues were the other teachers. They work in the same business, the same field. We're doing the same things. And so they're colleagues. Right now, I work for myself. I work at home. But I consider that my friends who still work at the school, or my even other people that are also teachers I don't know that well. The other teachers at Verbling are colleagues. Even though some of them I know a little bit, some of them I don't know at all, they're still colleagues. Okay, other teachers. Co-workers, when I worked at the academy, my co-workers were also the cafeteria ladies, the ladies that cleaned the room, the people that worked in the administration office, the woman that worked in the bookstore on campus. They're all
Yes.
co-workers.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You see the difference?
Yes. It makes sense. What you said.
Okay. So there's a little bit of a difference there. At least Brits tend to use colleague for coworkers as well. They tend to call somebody a colleague even if they're doing the janitor that works in the same company where they are the vice president. Could be a colleague, which doesn't make sense for an American.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so Yeah, in business, acquaintance is a very soft recommendation. It's not a recommendation, actually. It's the opposite. It's refusing to make a recommendation. A friend, you're actually recommending that person if you refer to them as a friend. Coworker, colleague, those are somewhere in the middle. All right. Moving on. Kadir.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you answer your question that you have typed. If you're a colleague with someone, you have the same job, same type of job. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Have a good relationship with someone. Anna and Mary have a very good relationship. They love doing things together. Yes, not have a not relation or relations with. Okay.
Okay. What does it mean, Kadir, if I say Turkey has relations with the United States?
No, I can't. We can't say this. We can say Turkey have relationship with England or England government. We can say this. Turkish government have a good relationship with English government. We can say this.
You
We
can
can't
say
say.
that.
We can say this. We can't say they have relations.
Okay. Actually, you can. In fact, in the newspapers, you might say, see something like Turkey has cut off relations with another country, for example.
Relations.
Or North Korea has no relations with the United States. You can use it for countries or companies, but not for people. So I want to clarify this not here. We can do this for companies or governments, but you just can't do it for actual people.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Have a good relationship or a bad relationship. You can do that for companies, for people, for dogs and cats. Really doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Nidair, all right. Good question. I have no relations whatsoever with them. Yeah, that means you don't communicate with them at all. Right. You would say that, for example, about a neighbor or something. Ever, at all, meaning like ever. Yeah, and it's common to say at all. Yes, you can say that, and that does make sense. So, all right. We have good relations. Okay, I have good relations with my neighbors. Okay, I guess I can say that. But I can't say I have good relations with John. That doesn't make sense. Or I have good relations with the school director. No. So I guess it just doesn't really work for like individual people. But that's interesting. But it can work for plural, I guess, or groups. That's interesting. I hadn't really thought about that. Interesting. All right. Ahmed. Next one. Keep in contact.
Okay, we must keep in contact when the course ends.
Okay.
Opposite, lose contact or touch.
Right. Or earlier I said we drifted apart. That has basically the same meaning as lost contact. Okay. Keep in contact, keep in touch, probably even more common. Yeah. These are very strong. I can't really think of any others that are common off the top of my head. Can anybody else? Things that we say, phrases that we say to... No, I can't either. Okay. Time to read a love story. All right. Moving on. Son, can you start us off?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I fell madly in love with Ethan from the moment I met him. It was certainly
Oh,
love at
oh,
first.
okay. All right. All right.
Yeah,
Hold up. All right. Fell madly in love with somebody. Okay. Madly in love. Very strong collocation. Son, it's a strong collocation that's often said together. Does that, what is the meaning here?
fell madly in love. It means that at the first sight, it means that I think that it's same with the love at the first sight. Like you see that have like an angel, love angel with a bow with the arrow, something like boom at the first sight.
You're talking about Cupid?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cupid, yeah, Cupid, yeah. And at the first sight, they love each other. It means that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, not exactly, no. Before we go down that path, no. Love at first sight means the first, like Cupid and Cupid's arrow, hit with
yeah.
Cupid's arrow, you instantly are attracted to that person very strongly. Love at first sight. Okay, but madly in love, you fall, first of all, the verb, you fall in love. You don't become in love, you don't get in love, you fall in love. That is the verb that you need to collocate with in love. Um, and really nothing else. And then, okay, we have the adverb modifying how they fall in love, or they are, you can say they are madly in love with each other. All right, very good, Anna. Very excited or uncontrolled way. Very good.
Yeah,
Son,
yeah.
can you think of any other adverbs that we can use?
Strongly, extremely. It's okay.
It's a little strange, actually. We don't normally use those. Not wrong, okay? I'm not saying it's wrong. They're strongly in love just sounds weird. We've, or, what was the other one you said?
Crazily,
Extremely. Crazy, okay. But we
crazily.
say that it's not even grammatically correct. You are right. But we say that instead of crazily in love, or we say they are crazy in love. And I know it's not even grammatically correct. You're using an adjective. But it's really are crazy in love is a phrase. But yes, crazy in love. Maybe deeply in love is also very
Okay.
common.
Yeah, deeply. Yeah.
All right. Well, what is the opposite? What if you're just a little bit in love, son?
A little bit.
Slightly in love?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
Slightly in love? No. We just don't even talk about it.
Um,
Doesn't really work. If you're slightly in love with somebody, then maybe you're attracted to them,
uh-huh.
okay? Or you have a deep fondness for them, but basically love is like that. There is no slightly in love.
Uh,
Yeah. Have you ever been in love, son?
I got married for
Ah,
6 years.
you did.
Yeah, have two kids, two babies.
Ah, okay. I have been married for 6 years. All right.
Yeah, being married. Yeah.
There you go. So I'm sure you're not slightly in love. Okay. I'm kidding around. Nader, can you take over here?
I knew at once that he was the love of my life, but at first I was not sure if my love was returned or not.
All right. The love of my life. Okay.
He, he was the man,
The one. He was,
the
and
one, the one.
By the way, yes. Okay, very good. I'm glad you said that. I would have forgotten. The one. When we use that cornball phrase, the one, do you think he's the one? Oh, she's the one, man.
Mm.
We're not talking about the Matrix.
Every time I hear it, I remember the Matrix.
Yeah, me too. That's funny. Okay, well, that's not what we're talking about. No, we're not looking for Neo. Okay, right. We are actually talking about the love of my life. So, all right, that's what that means. Okay, the love. Not sure if my love was returned.
Can I say one-sided love?
Yes, you can, and that's a very good collocation and phrase. Yes, you certainly can. Tragic thing, really. Okay, because Anna, because you brought it up, we definitely need to talk about the phrase you just suggested. Have a crush.
Yes, when you love at first sight.
Well,
When you feel in love at first sight.
well, maybe, but not always. It's not
Okay.
directly the meaning.
Okay.
A crush is it is close to that to feel inordinately, but a crush is kind of like shallow love. You know what I mean when somebody is shallow? It's not a deep and enduring love. It's just very shallow. Many
Yes.
young girls have a crush on Justin Bieber. This is
Yes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
yeah, this is not yeah.
Okay.
It's also a one-sided love, I'm sure. Justin Bieber
Okay.
doesn't love a million 12-year-old girls or whatever. All right.
Got
Um,
it. I got it.
right. So it's kind of a shallow kind of love. Especially young people when they're just, coming into their adulthood. We also have the phrase puppy love. Oh, it's so cute. They're 12 years old, 12 or 13 or something. They're going to go to the dance together. Oh, it's so cute. It's puppy love. Uh, Again, kind of an immature kind of love, closer to a crush than actual in love. Okay. Moving on. Anna, since I'm talking to you, can you?
Okay. Within a few days, however, he had told me that he was desperately in love with me too.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
desperately, other meaning could be despairingly, I think.
Well, okay. It's again very, very extreme as an adverb. Madly in love, deeply in love, desperately in love. All right. Borderline gonna do something stupid, Romeo and Juliet like.
Yes. It could be other word, for example, in language.
Sorry?
In language.
In anguish?
Yes.
Um, well, yeah, that idea is solidly there. Yeah, but we don't actually say I am loving you in anguish or anything. We don't
No.
collocate it, but the idea is there. That's right. Okay, it feels painful. You're so in
Yes.
love, it feels painful. Right,
Yes.
like that, and you feel anguish. Okay, fair
Okay.
enough. That's it. That's the idea. Okay, Kadir. Moving on.
Yes. A couple of weeks later, we realized that we wanted to make a commitment to each other, and when Anton asked me to marry him, I immediately accepted his proposal.
Okay, accepted his proposal.
Accepted his proposal.
That's it. You got it. Okay. All right. For some reason, women always want to talk about making a commitment.
Maybe promise,
Yeah, that's right. Um, okay,
swear.
that's it. That's it exactly. Some kind of promise to each other to whatever, be true to each other or be with each other or
Yes.
whatever. Um, it you know, marriage, of course, being the ultimate commitment, of course, but before that, maybe you decide to live together, or you decide to date each other exclusively. So there are other kind of forms of commitment. Doesn't When you say make a commitment, it doesn't necessarily mean marriage instantly. It could be uh, they could do other things. Um, there are other ways to make a commitment. Uh, okay. However, the next part, Kadir,
Yes.
yeah, she accept.
Accepted his proposal.
Yeah.
Uh,
So proposal.
proposal mean offer to marry.
That's right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Offering to marry. Or which one use? May I use?
Uh, Good question. Wait. It's not really offer. Um, what is it doing? Suggesting? uh,
Suggest.
uh,
Uh,
Asking. Well, another way we say it. I want to ask for your hand in marriage. So you ask for her hand in marriage. Uh, it's not like really ask for her hand in marriage. Okay, or simply you ask her to marry you, for example. So it's not. I can't say it's an offer. It's certainly stronger than a suggestion.
yes.
Yeah. If you say yes, you accept. In fact,
Yes.
English-speaking girls will say "I accept" or "I do,"
Yes.
or simply "Yes." Yeah.
Maybe he can say, "I am on my knee and I am offering my love to you." Yes. Very.
Oh, oh, very good. Yeah, you have got a silver tongue there, Kadir.
Yes.
You silver tongue devil, you. Okay. Yep, yep. Nader in English as well. Ask for her hand. Exactly. We don't even need to have the in marriage preposition. Same thing. Interesting. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's Let me continue. Ahmed, can you? Why don't you finish up the whole thing here, Ahmed?
Okay. I'm sure we will always love each other unconditionally. Neither of us would ever consider having an affair with someone else.
Oh my. Okay. All right. Unconditionally. To love someone unconditionally. Okay. What's the meaning there?
They love each other without any any separation in their relationship.
Okay. Well, all right. Here we go down here. Uh, Love that is total and does not change regardless of what you or the object of your love, or by the way, there's another collocation, object of your love, or object of your affection. No matter what they do, you'll still love them no matter what. Uh, okay, unconditional. Now, of course, we love our children unconditionally, without a doubt. Probably our parents as well, but uh, okay. Anybody else, it's a little more challenging. All right. I would never consider having an affair. Oh my gosh, not an affair. Ugh. Uh, okay. They'll love each other in all conditions. What it really has to do with unconditionally, Kadir, is the the fact that you do something stupid, you rob a bank, and I will still love you, like that. That's more of the ideas. Not necessarily if the stock market hits and we lose our money and we're poor for a while. Sure, it has to do with that as well. But of course, those things can't, sometimes we can't control external things, but even how the other person behaves is the main idea. Okay, having an affair, okay. A physical relationship with someone outside of marriage, okay, is to be unfaithful. That's right. Talk about being faithful. You don't have an affair, physical relationship. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Okay, let's do some exercises. See if we got the meanings here. Let's see if we can at least do one set. Son, number 1. See if you can figure out an appropriate word.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me do it. K is a quite shy person and finds it hard to blank friends. Okay. Complete. Okay. I use the what I use. So shy. Make friends. Make.
There, you got it. Hard to make friends. That's right. That's it. You got it. Very good.
Yeah.
So
Friends.
somebody can find it hard to make friends, or somebody can find it easy to make friends. So that whole thing actually collocates to another commonly used phrase as a whole. Sasha, number 2.
Do Paul and Sophie forgot, I remember.
Well,
Formed maybe a good
no, not
relationship.
do. That would have to be have they formed. Do is just simple present tense, right? That's why
Do
we.
they form a good relationship?
No, form is something that happens over time. Remember, that's the idea. So this is really simple. It's really simple. Do they have a good relationship? That's it. Okay. And Paul and Sophie could be have a romantic relation. They could be husband and wife. They could be business partners. They could be friends. They could be neighbors. We don't know from the context here. So yeah, that's just simple. That's why I was trying to tell you it's present simple tense. That's because you have do. So it's not going to be anything that's a continuous action. It's not anything in the past. So if the only way to say that, are they forming a good relationship? And that's weird. That's a weird thing to say. Midair, number 3.
Sam is always striking up friendships with people he meets on trains and planes.
There you go. Very good. Starting a friendship. Great. Anna.
Okay. I hope their disagreement over the bill won't spoil their friendship.
Okay. Spoil their friendship or ruin their friendship. I think ruin should be here too. Ruin is another strong one.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Kadir, number 5.
Yes, that's one. Actually, I was thinking on this question. It's amazing when you meet someone new, how often you find that you have some maybe. Actually, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. You have. Okay. Another way to say it, actually, you have friends in common. So they are the friends you have in common are blank.
I'm not sure.
No? All right. Can somebody help out Kadir? And by the way, Kadir, you said I was thinking on this one. It should be I was thinking about this one.
Can I, teacher?
Yeah, sure, Anna.
Mutual?
That's it. Mutual friends.
Mutual friends.
Very
Yes.
good. Oh yeah, we have many mutual friends. Yeah, stronger collocation, Nadir, to say mutual friends rather than shared friends. Shared friends sounds slightly strange. You know, you share a pizza. Okay. All right, Ahmed, number 6.
Okay. Apparently, people have most of their closest friendships when they are young.
Well, I mean, that would work. I can't say that that's wrong, but I think they're looking for another word to show that they build a friendship.
Or form.
Form, yeah. People form most of their closest friendships. They start them out and grow them. Develop is good, Anna. Yes, develop most of their closest friendships when they are young. So they start out and they start over time making a friendship a very strong friendship. So yeah, I like form or develop here. Definitely. Okay. Son, back to you. Number 7. Son, are you there? No? Okay. Sasha, number 7.
I wouldn't call Graham a close friend, more a casual acquaintance. Acquaintant.
Yep. And basically, you just use the word acquaintance, but if you really want to, we use casual acquaintance to stress it. Because, and that would be normal, and this is a good example because you're stressing it because you're obviously correcting someone. This would be exactly the case where you would actually use the adjective. Oh no, he's only a casual acquaintance. Just to stress it. Sasha, by the way, this is a fairly common English name. The H is silent. Graham. It just like
Okay.
the measurement. Graham.
Graham. Okay, like
Yep.
Graham, but long.
Yes.
Graham.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. Very good.
Okay.
Last one, Nidair.
We didn't really like each other first, but our friendship grew as we got to know each other better.
Yeah, very good. Okay, over time, our friendship grew. That's it.
So it's the
And
Graham Bill?
sorry?
Graham Bill? The name?
Alexander Graham Bell. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you all. I have got to go. So thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.